Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few charts here that I think are setting up to be tremendously beneficial for buying opportunities going into 2026, guys. It is time to buckle down. There are some big things developing here going into the new year. We left off yesterday at FISV. So we're going to cover your guys' chart requests. Make sure you guys are getting those over here in the chart request thread. If you guys have chart requests, this is where I answer all of our chart requests. Just come over here to the chart request tab and drop them in here when the thread opens. We're going to be starting right here. We left off at XRP yesterday, but first I want to go over a few things. The thing I'm looking at right now is the total 3. So the total 3 is it's a ticker that we track. So what it is, it's the total market cap of cryptocurrency minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let's go to coin market cap real quick. And by the way, we're doing a giveaway here on X. I'm going to give away 10 link. I'm going to pick a few winners from the comment section. So in order to enter for that, you just need to like, retweet, and comment on this post. I'll put the post down in the comment section so you guys can go, or just go over to Overkill Trading and go to the post. But I will be picking a few winners from the comment section and from the retweets and also from the likes over there and giving away 10 link. And links pumping today. So we're doing that. Make sure you go over there on X and check that out. I just actually posted that in the Discord as well for you guys. So you can just come over here and click on this link in the announcements tab and that will take you there. But the total 3, again, is the total market cap of cryptocurrency minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So first things first, is you can see that every time this blue wave is down here, given a green dot, it's an excellent time to buy, right? This tells us, I tell you guys all the time, the weekly chart, when you use this blue wave, this is like a fear and greed index. So if you think about Warren Buffett, okay, he tells you to buy when people are fearful, sell when they're greedy. So if you look at this chart, people are fearful normally after a big pullback, right? After we pull back really hard, right? From 1.8 trillion all the way down here to 600. When we drop 50, 60%, people are panicking. So what we do here on a weekly chart is we wait till this blue wave gets down here below that white line, and we wait for a green dot. The green dot was just on the screen a second ago. Others has one here. So pretty much what these two ETFs are, they're not ETFs, they're just kind of ways that we measure altcoins, because again, if we're talking about these two tickers, okay, we're talking about everything minus these two, right? These are the two big behemoths. Okay, everything else is the total 3. So from Tether down is the total 3. So all of those put together would equal the total 3 chart. Okay, so this is everything minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is money flowing into altcoins, right? Very good time to buy. We were buying back here in April. We made a ton of money this year. If you guys were buying in April when everyone else was scared during the tariffs, a lot of people made a lot of money, okay? And you should have been taking profits right here with us in September, August, okay? Right in this area, okay? And then what did we have over the next 2-3 months? We've had a pullback. So now that we're in this pullback area, a lot of people want to give up. You can look at social media. You can look at our Discord. Some people in the Discord are very distraught. But again, this is the lesson. If you were buying up here, okay, or somewhere in this area, okay, you're either down or you're even, right? You're down if you bought up here. But right now is not the time to sell, guys. Right now is the time to hold and look to accumulate more, right? You want to be buying or staking or doing something to accumulate as much as possible right now. Because again, if you look at the chart, every time this wave comes down here, it's a good time to buy, 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 good time to sell, good time to sell, good time to sell, good time to sell. Same thing with that others chart. So the others is different from the total 3 because this is the total market cap excluding the top 10. So if you come over here to crypto market cap, the top 10 are right here, all the way down to Cardano. So this others ticker here. This is a great one to have on your watch list. Okay, this is everything minus the top 10. So everything after Cardano. So Bitcoin Cash, Leo, Chainlink, Zcash, all of those added up together equals this one chart in market cap. So again, same concept. When this thing's down here is when we should be loading up. When this thing is up here is when we should be selling. Okay, right now, look at that. I mean, this is I cannot tell you how bullish I am on altcoins, guys. Anyone who is bearish right now, I feel so bad for on altcoins. I know it's been a painful couple of months, but this is not where you quit, folks. This is where you double down. If you listen to any great investor, they will tell you when times were bad. Okay, imagine the '08 crash. Imagine the 2008 crash. The real estate market crash, right? The stock market crash. Imagine if you were buying in '08. Okay, you would have made a ton of money when everybody else was panicking. When everyone else is panicking, when the sentiment is bad, when everyone's getting ready to give up and quitting and just being extremely negative, is when you want to put your heels in the ground and keep buying. Okay, either keep buying or just hold. If you don't have any money to buy, go drive Uber. Go find a way to make more money so you can invest more into the market. Because whenever this blue wave is down here, we should be looking to build positions. The word sell should not even be in our category when names are down here. So I'll give you guys 4 altcoins real quick that I'm watching that I think are going to do very well. So 4, and then we'll get into your guys' chart requests. We got Chainlink. Chainlink is way down here right now. Again, right at support. We bounced here in June. We were buying Chainlink down here at 12. We were selling up here at 25 to 27. Okay, taking profit right there. Okay, same thing down here. We were buying back here at 10, sold up here around 30. Again, look at that. Red dot called the top up there at 30. Okay, buying, 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 buying. Okay, selling. Okay, selling. I sold all of my Chainlink all the way up here, and I'm starting to reaccumulate it now at these levels. I think Chainlink is going to be a banger in 2026. The other one I really like is Polkadot. This is one of my largest positions. The thing I like about this chart is the fact that it is at its literal all-time low. So the all-time low was back here in 2020. So you're sitting at a 5-year low right now. That was $2. It went from $2 all the way up to 55. If this thing goes back to $55, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself, because right now you can be buying this down here and then staking it somewhere. I stake mine on Coinbase, and Coinbase pays around 9% just for staking it on their site, and you can take it out at any time. So I'm earning about 10 Polkadot a day just while I sit here and hold it. And I'm going to hold it until this wave gets back up here, and then I'm going to take profits. Okay, so buying and staking. If you guys can buy cryptocurrencies that you can stake right now and accumulate as much as possible, okay, that's the key. That's what I'm doing. All these names, all these cryptos that I have are staked somewhere, earning. Okay, earning APY, because we are at literal 5-year lows right now. The lowest price in 5 years. So everybody's giving up when names are at their 5-year lows. Does that make sense to you guys? It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, if we're at the very, very bottom, okay, this is where the majority of people quit, because their emotions rule their investing, right? We think about things logically here. Okay, we want to use logic, not emotion. So I'm telling you guys right now, I think the altcoins are down here. I think we're at the bottom of the blow-off phase. I think this long, drawn-out dip over the last 2 or 3 months has gotten everybody out. All the weak hands, they've sold, they've gone to chase the next shiny object. And these names, I believe, are going to absolutely explode in 2026. And again, make sure you guys read the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your own due diligence. I'm just a guy here on YouTube that likes to share charts, share information. I'm here to gather information from you, and I'm also here to share information as well. This channel is not about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us working together. So with that being said, the next one I like a lot is Sui. So we had Link, Dot, and Sui. Sui, I think, is going to be the next Solana. I think this thing is one of the fastest growing. It is, I believe it is the fastest growing blockchain. I think it's outgrowing Solana as we speak. We called this thing out back here in June of last year, June, July, at 66 to 70 cents. I think it was 65, 70 cents. It went all the way up to $5. Okay, came all the way down here, gave you a signal right here at 2, popped up to 4, and now we're all the way back down here. This is the deepest this wave has ever been. And Sui, if you guys know anything about their network, they are really big on DeFi, and I think DeFi is the future. I think they have the best, easiest to use DeFi platform out there. I'm going to be dropping a DeFi video sometime this week for you guys. So I could kind of explain more staking and liquidity pools and stuff like that. I know you guys have been asking about that. I am going to get to it. I'm just getting back from break and everything, so I'm really excited to dive in here in 2026. I think right now is an excellent time. I can't even stress it enough, guys. I mean, altcoins look so good right now if you guys are trading the technicals. The technicals look fantastic right now for altcoins. Okay, so Sui, Link, Dot, and my last one I'm going to give you guys today is going to be Radium. So Radium is actually a play on Solana. So this is one of Solana's biggest altcoins. They are just absolutely huge when it comes to their platform. I mean, they're very much needed. I don't know that they could be replaced, but they're pretty much their DEX, right? They're a big name on Solana. So again, we got the signal back here in December around, I think it was around $1. It's at 94 cents, but this was as high as $9 here in January. So Radium, this is a good way to play the Solana ecosystem if you want exposure to Solana. This is a name I would be wanting to add in because I actually have zero exposure to Solana right now. So so that was Ray. We got Link. We got Sui. And the last one was Dot. Polkadot. So those four guys, I think those look fantastic going into the new year. All of those you can stake somewhere. I stake my Link on stake.link. I stake my Dot on Coinbase. XCN's another one I really, really like, man. This one got huge attention up here at 5 cents, and it's all the way back down to less than a penny right now. Just ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to make a DeFi video to show you guys more on staking and stuff. That's one of my goals this year because DeFi is the future, right? Crypto, the whole reason to buy crypto is to be decentralized and be able to make your money work for you. And there's so many ways that you can do it with crypto, and I'm gonna be releasing a video sometime this week, probably this weekend. And we're going to be going over staking and liquidity pools. So make sure you guys smash the bell, smash the like, and smash that subscribe button. If you guys are new, I'm happy to have you. So let's go ahead and dive into you guys' chart requests now. Again, those 5 cryptos I think look fantastic going into 2026. Probably my top 5 picks if we're going off of today, January 1st. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. FISV from Giorgio's. I'm just going to cover as many of these chart requests as I can for you guys today before we sign off. We do chart requests Monday through Thursday here on the channel. So, so tune in. If you guys got chart requests, just get them over here in this thread, and I will get to them eventually in one of these videos. FISV, this is Fiserv. This thing got absolutely smoked here. 50% drop in one day. I don't know what happened there, but it looks good. If you believe in the company, I would be buying this thing here with a stop loss right there at 60 bucks. That's got a long way to rebound there. So I actually like that one. I'd watch for the monthly alert. That should open up on, I think tomorrow the market's open. The market's closed today for the new year, but I think Monday or Friday, we're going to get new monthly candles. So again, the last time we got a monthly dot down here was in July. Thing absolutely ripped. But I like this one a lot. I'm actually going to write this one down. This is FISV. As long as it holds 60, it's bullish. As long as it holds 60, it's bullish. So I do like that one down here at these prices. Again, I'd rather buy down here than up here. The only thing about it is I don't know enough about the company to really take interest. So I need to know more about their fundamentals and what they do and how they make money and who's using them and who they're partnered with. Things like that, more of a deep dive. But technically, it's very overdone, very oversold. And I like it as long as it holds on to 60 there. Netflix. This one actually gave a signal here on the weekly here. That was this week. So if you're going to play the weekly signal, you need to use a stop loss at 90. If $90 breaks, it'll most likely come back down to the $70 to $80 range. I don't like the monthly crossover here on the MACD. If you guys would have bought this one back here in 2022 at $22, you guys made a ton of money over the last 3 years. But right now the direction is down on Netflix. So we got to reference the monthly sometimes, and we got to see like, hey, when this MACD is crossing over to the downside, that means momentum's to the downside. Therefore, this weekly signal I'm not too excited about. Plus, they have earnings coming up here in January. So I'd like to buy this one closer to, I would say probably 80, but if it comes down to like 60 or 70, I wouldn't complain. I think this is a huge company. If you want to take a stab at it here on the weekly, you can, and then you can just add again once you get the monthly alert. So I think this one's coming down to at least 80, possibly 60. $40 would be awesome. If we can get Netflix at 40, that would be outstanding. So honestly, how I'm going to play Netflix here is I'm looking for the monthly. I want the monthly signal. So we focus on the weekly and the monthly. If you guys are new, I just dropped a new updated video here with our strategy. You guys can watch our full course over here completely free. There's about 8 videos in there now you guys can check out if you want to learn more about the strategy, but I'm going to play Netflix on the monthly, not the weekly here, just because, again, you got that MACD crossover and all that direction is to the downside. By the way, I wanted to tell you guys, I took a trade yesterday. I'm actually shorting tech right now. I know it's crazy, but I did take a trade on SOXS. SOXS. This one is down pretty far. I mean, this is the short ETF. So this is like the semiconductor bear ETF. So pretty much when this goes up, that means tech's selling off. So I'm actually bearish on tech going into 2026. I do think it's going to have a pullback. And if it does, SOXS is going to go up because it is an inverse ETF of the tech sector. So like when names like AMD are going up, it's going down. But when AMD and stuff is going down, SOXS is actually going up. So that's just a short trade. It's my only short position right now, just to have a little bit of exposure to the downside. I just think $3 looks really cheap for it. So I'm not bullish on tech, as bullish as I am on tech as I am altcoins. I think altcoins is just a no-brainer here. Yeah, this one's too high, so I'd be taking profits on this one up here. UEG. UEG. I don't see this one, but I'd be taking profits. Red dot in the red zone is where we sell. I'd be selling that one at $1.50. USAR, United States Rare Earth. This one's coming down really hard. Our selling opportunity was right here, that red dot in the red zone. If you guys don't understand what the red dot in the red zone means, I'd highly recommend going and watching that course I just pointed out. Completely free course, guys. I don't charge you for education over here. Completely free trading course over there. You guys could check out and learn about our selling strategy, but that was where we were selling. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, we want that weekly wave to be closer down here. Okay, that had an amazing run. Hopefully you took some profits up here at 44 off the signals. Now it's coming all the way down. So place I'm probably going to look to buy that is probably around $8. I would not be touching that right here. ZBCN. All the hype was in this one at 7 cents. You guys remember that? This one was like the best altcoin on Twitter for... It had a good run. Right, it went from 0.007. We got our signals down here. It ran all the way up here to 7. But where was everybody talking about it? Everyone was talking about it up here. So if you're buying it up here, you're too late. Okay, if you're buying it down in this area, you're doing the right thing. And I like to buy when that blue wave on the weekly is below the white line. And it is below there. It just needs the weekly signal. So I'd buy ZBEC, if you believe in the project, on the next weekly green dot. That weekly green dot will be called out over here inside of the Discord under the weekly alert section. If you guys are members of the Discord is free to join. We do have a membership. That'll get you access to these weekly, monthly, daily, and 4-hour alerts here inside the Discord. It also gives you the sell signals as well. So that's all over there inside of the Discord. AMBA was the other one. I want to see that deeper. So we're waiting for the weekly signal. Hopefully that wave comes down there. You got that buy signal right there at 47, popped up to 95. That was a beautiful trade there. Now it's coming down. So again, wait on the signal. As long as the last dot is red, we're bearish. As long as it's green, we're bullish. MNDY, Monday.com. So this one's down here below it. What's the monthly saying? So you could add right here at 150 if you want to. That monthly dot, I think, will be the confirmation that the bottom's in. Okay, 120 looks like current support. That's where we bounced right here. And 120 is how low I think it could go. I'd just be waiting for the monthly on this one. If you added on the weekly, okay, if you added like right here at 173 or down here at 150, you could just average down, meaning add more to your position when you get the monthly confirmation. So the weekly dot's always going to come before the monthly. So normally that's my first buy is there on the weekly, and then after that is on the monthly. So you're like buying and then buying again. So you're not going all in on the first position. You never do that. I tell you guys all the time, never exceed more than 5% at once. 5% of your total portfolio. So if you have $10,000, never exceed more than $500 on one trade. $500 is 1%. I'm sorry, 5% of 10,000. So you guys want to use dollar cost averaging, okay? So I think 120 would be a great buy for it. What do their earnings look like? They're not really making that much money. I would honestly wait for the monthly to add again if you're in the trade. That'll be the confirmation of the bottom. Paycom, same thing. Monthly's coming down there. You got the MACD crossover. It doesn't look too hot. I don't know. It's got that signal there. If you're playing that signal, you're playing 150 as support. So you want that level to hold. I just think there's too much. It's getting rejected on the 9 there. So it really needs to pop over 175. I just think there's some better names to own here. They don't make a whole lot of money either. So you can see it has very strong support, but looks very weak. Honestly, I would wait for the monthly on that one as well. Oh, we got night. By sunrise. My tail. Midnight. This one's too new. So if it's too new, I can't really tell you because I don't have any data on my indicator. There's nothing to go off of. Sorry about that, man. SRFM. Is that stop and stay? So this one looks good. This is right down at support. This is a good one. 175 would be your support. 170. You got the signal right there. So as long as that one holds 170, it looks good. It looks really good. Okay, I'd be buying that one here. I'd be adding to it around $2. If it goes down to $1, you just buy more. SUI, SUI we covered at the beginning. This is one of my favorite cryptos, one of my largest positions. It's got the signal back there in December. That's where I took my position. It's still sitting in the same range. So it's still at the same price as we're just consolidating here. So I'm very bullish on SUI. I highly recommend checking out a platform like Cetus. Cetus is a... Cetus not in this portfolio? That's weird. Got taken out. Wow, Cetus is up 7% today. So Cetus and SUI I have two very large positions on. Cetus is a DEX built on SUI, but I mean, I just know too much about the project now. I've really done my due diligence on the SUI network. I think it's going to grow exponentially over the coming decade. I think they're just doing a lot of things right. And I really like it down here at 140. I think my average cost is around 145. So I'm about break even on the trade. If it goes any lower, I'm just going to keep buying it because it's ridiculous, the tech that they have. GRT, this has been absolutely annihilated here. Okay. These guys actually pay you pretty good on crypto.com. I think they have like a 13% staking rate. I'd buy it here. Any altcoin right now that I would say I believe in, I don't like the fact that it's at all-time lows, but I think Crypto.com pays about 12 to 15% APY. So if you're buying these names at these all-time lows, at these 2020 lows, and getting staking rewards on top of it, when this goes up, you're going to make a ton of money. So if you believe in GRT, I would buy it down here at 3.5. I mean, you got the signal last week. So can it go down to 3 cents? Can it go down to 2 cents? Yes. But our goal is to sell when we come up here to the red zone. Okay, 10 to 12 cents is the goal. That's a 400% move if it gets there. Okay, and this wave is way down here. So we're buying, staking, and waiting till this wave comes back up here, then taking profits. Okay, I like both those names. I would stake them both, though. If I were to buy them here, I'd stake them both. And again, just wait the 1 to 6 months, right? Our strategy is down here. You guys got our trading rules down here. These are covered in that course. Okay. Our time frame is 1 to 6 months out. Meaning, if you're going to buy today, you got to be willing to hold for 1 to 6 months. You can't be shaken out. You can't be weak hands. You gotta hold your ground. Okay, so yeah, I like both those names a lot. We got APT and ICP. Okay, APT starting around the corner. We got the signal there on the 15th that's starting around the corner. Looks like to me that the bottom's going to be right there at 150. Okay, 150 looks like the bottom. Again, buying down here, selling up here. This was the last shakeout before the bull run. I think we're absolutely ready to explode. I like APT here. I'd be a buyer. We got ICP. ICP's back at 3, so you're just missing the green dot. If you got in on this one, you made some money if you sold the top like we did. I think I sold around 7 or 8. I didn't sell the exact top, but I got out pretty dang close. We got that signal back there at 3, popped up to 10, and then sold all the way back off. Now we're putting in a double bottom. That next green dot will be good. I think ICP looks good down there at 3. COHR. COHR is red there on the weekly, so I'd be short COHR. I would short the crap out of this right now. What do these guys do? COHR. So another perk you guys have as a member of the Discord is you can look up any ticker. So if I type in /info and then hit enter and then type in the ticker, so this was COHR. It works for stocks and crypto, so you could do both. But you could see what kind of company it is. It's a scientific technical instruments company, laser-based products. Its primary function is providing advanced laser solutions and something technologies, wide range of industrial-specific commercial applications, key sectors including communications, manufacturing, healthcare, yada, yada, yada. So they sell, was that software? Scientific technical instruments, so like hardware. But again, it's already had a massive run. We're selling it up here. We're taking profits up there at 180. Again, when this blue wave is way up here, guys, that's all you need to know. People are excited. People are having a good time, and they're going to take profits. The smart money is going to take profits up here. The dumb money is buying up here. The smart money's buying down here. Okay, look at that. Signal right there. Bada bing, bada boom. $50 all the way up there to 200. Woo! That's a 300% racker right there. NKE. Nike, I think Tim Cook bought some of this or something like that. I don't know. $59 would be my stop loss if you're playing that. If you want to buy it, go ahead. I just don't like Nike. I think their clothing sucks, and I think they went woke, and that was the end of them. So, Beyond Meat, don't buy this. Crappy company. Nobody buying fake meat. It's garbage. Near. Near's popping off here. So you're seeing a green dot come here. I'd be a buyer right now. Buyer, buying when this green dot is down here. And I think it looks great at 150. Great place for an ad. Bull, B-U-L-L. This is Webull. Webull needs a green dot as well. This thing, I don't like Webull. I don't like the company. I would rather buy Robinhood. Robinhood's going to be the winner. Okay, I want to see Robinhood fall to the floor so I can buy it. Okay, if Robinhood comes down to like 40, 60 bucks, I'm jumping all in. But as of right now, looking very, very bearish. Okay, this is why I'm shorting tech. This is why I'm taking that SOXS trade, because I think tech is coming down. I do. I think it's going to sell off, and I think it's going to rotate into alts. So, again, Robinhood's had a great run. Great run on Robinhood. Fantastic. Okay, that was a great buying opportunity here at 30 there in April. Okay, back here even better in November 2023. It's $7. It's sitting at 150. So Hood, I would rather buy than Webull. I don't think Webull makes as much money. I don't think they're as popular. SoFi is a good one. If you're going to pick between SoFi and Webull, I would definitely pick SoFi, but not up here. Okay, this thing's way too high. I think that's coming down to probably to that $15 level. You could have bought it right here in April at $11. Again, it went all the way up to 32. If you're buying SoFi up here, you're going to get smoked. Okay, this thing's coming down. Coming down. I want to buy that thing at like 15 or 17. I would not touch it up there. KSM. This is Kuzma. Kuzma's given a green dot here too. This thing's been a rug pull, but it has these really nice spikes up there to 53, all the way back there to 7. I'd buy Kuzma here. I like it. AGNC. Too high. Okay, taking profits. CAG. That one looks, I mean, it's just a rug pull. So I'd go to the monthly here. Got the monthly signal. If you're playing the monthly, I'd buy it here. Looks good. I'd use a stop loss right there around 16 if you're playing that dot. Looks good. I mean, really beaten up, so hopefully they're not going bankrupt or something. But that looks good for a trade off the technicals. QYLD, it's red there on the monthly. I'm sorry, on the weekly. I'd sell it. WU. Wow. Western Union. I just make sure that one holds 9. I put a stop loss at $9 and let that one ride. If they pay a dividend, that's even better. But yeah, I'd put a stop loss maybe at like $8.90 and let that thing ride. It does have a red dot, but the red dot's not coming with the wave up there. So you can use caution and just put a stop loss right there at $8.90. MOH and grab. It's got a green dot there on the weekly. I like it. I like it a lot. Move your stop loss up to maybe 160. Looks very strong. Looks very strong. It closed with the monthly dot. MOH looks really good here. We got grab. Oops, that's a stock, isn't it? Okay, so that's coming down. So again, all we're waiting on now is that green dot signal there on grab. And tomorrow we're going to pick up right here at Harrison. We'll go over Render, Aptos, SUI, ATH. I like that one. Aerodome's another good one as well. We'll take a look at these tomorrow. So tune in for that, guys. If you guys got chart requests, just remember, put them over here in the chart request thread when they open. And God bless you guys. Make sure you go enter that giveaway on Twitter. We're giving away that 10 chain link there over on... I'm giving away 10 chain link to multiple people. All you got to do is come over here to the post, like, comment, and retweet. I'm going to pick one person from the likes, one person from the retweets, one person from the comments. So make sure you do all 3, and you got to be following me. And that's over there on the Discord. So that link is actually up here in the announcements tab right here. So if you guys enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a like. If you guys want the trading indicators that we use here, you guys can download those right over here in the trading indicator tab. Under the trading indicator tab in the Discord, you guys can get full access. All you got to do is click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks, and everything is going to load up right into your TradingView account. You'll get my entire trading layout, and you'll be able to use it for yourself and execute trades just as we do here at Overkill Trading. With that being said, God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next one.